Hey guys, welcome to this new video. Today I am back with a very special and personal story. It is a topic that I've struggled to find strength to talk about for years, and I'm actually still not 100% ready, but at the same time I know that you're never really ready to talk about certain things in life or to do certain things in life. I think without further ado, I'm just gonna jump straight into it and tell you what I'm trying to muster up the courage to tell you. And it is a big secret, I suppose, that I've been hiding from you for years. And yeah, it is something called vitiligo. So I've had vitiligo for about 4 years now. For those of you who are not familiar with vitiligo, it is an autoimmune disorder where your immune system attacks the skin cells in your body, and when the melanocytes or the skin cells are attacked in your body, you lose pigmentation. So I have been getting a lot of patches over the last few years on my body, and with time this usually tends to spread. Like some of it kind of comes back and then some of it expands, and it's just like a kind of never-ending circle. I guess I am very fortunate that this autoimmune disorder is purely cosmetic and it does not hurt, it is not contagious. And the reason why I wanted to talk about it today is because today is June 25th and it is World Vitiligo Day. So I wanted to spread awareness and inform you that this disorder only affects 1% of the population worldwide, and I wanted to share with you my story, and hopefully it is going to help you as well a little bit in some way, whether it will educate you or maybe it will help you feel a little bit better about something that you might have, or you might also have vitiligo. So I just wanted to share that story with you guys. So I think it would be best if I told you how it started for me. So I remember seeing vitiligo on a few people previously in my life before I got it myself, but I didn't really know much about it, and I kind of never really looked it up. And then I remember I was going through a very stressful period in my life. I think I was around 21 years old. I was in my last year of university. I had some health issues. I found out that I need a hip surgery. I was struggling financially to pay for my rent, and I was writing a bachelor thesis. So I think on top of all of those things, I had a few conflicts with my family, with my mom, and it just kind of all added up, I believe. And I remember just kind of seeing a little white patch under I'm not sure which side of my eye, I believe this one, and I was wondering what is this, but I kind of didn't really pay too much attention because it basically went away, and then it was very light, so I didn't kind of connect that it was vitiligo, you know what I mean? So for me, I feel like it was purely stress related triggers that caused it. Maybe it was already in my genetics, but at the same time nobody really knows what causes it. It can be genetics, it can be stress, it can be just many different factors. So nobody, even the doctors, know themselves what actually causes, but that's what I think was for me, the stress. So but I also want to mention that vitiligo can be caused by something as simple as changing your diet. I've seriously met people who, for example, quit smoking, and then that's when it happened for them, right after that. So I feel like it can be change, stress, or just hormonal, or genetic. So I'm gonna show you how my vitiligo looks today. I have it mostly on my hands. This was kind of the biggest one, I think, at the very beginning, and then it just started spreading. These are kind of very recent, from the last couple of years, and then this is the biggest at the moment vitiligo patches that I have. Then I have a little bit on my wrist. It kind of all starts very mild with just little white dots, and then it just starts to spread. I have a very beautiful one that I really like, which is this heart I don't really know how is that possible, and I don't know if you can actually see. I hope you can, but when I got this heart on my body, I realized that it's literally my own body telling me to stop punishing myself and just love myself. And ever since then, it kind of stopped spreading. I mean, there's still some that appear every now and again, but it's definitely, I feel like the rapidness of the spreading has definitely decreased. So I feel like this is kind of where the struggle really is, because the pigmentation comes and goes, and then, you know, it doesn't spread, and then it spreads super quickly. I have a little bit on my knee, on my ankles, and it's just this not knowing of when it's gonna come back. And I think it's just the fact that your body is constantly changing and you can't really control it is what's, I think, really, really difficult. So you kind of go through these like confidence cycles, and you definitely notice when people look at you. Like, I've had multiple times people having a conversation with me, and then they're just looking at my hands, and it just like, it really broke my heart. Like, I've had strangers ask me, like, they would take my hand and, you know, at a work environment or something, and they would be like, oh, what is on your hands? And it was very difficult because, as you guys know, I was a flight attendant for 3 years. I was in a promotional team as well, so I've really had to cover my hands a lot with makeup and, you know, put concealers. And in no planet it is okay to be ashamed of your body, in my opinion. I don't think you should ever feel embarrassed, but imagine how stressed I was about being different, you know, like, it's not something that another person can get just by touching me or something, but I just felt so insecure that I felt like I have to hide it. And I feel like that was actually the hardest thing, just to I feel like that was the hardest thing, just to pretend that I'm normal. And I mean, I am normal, but it's just the fact that I felt embarrassed by something that is just a part of my body. I'm sorry. I didn't know if I was gonna cry and I didn't plan to, of course, but yeah, sometimes it comes back. So I'm not gonna lie, I've been through some difficult times with vitiligo, and there are days when you think about the future. You think, should I have kids? Will they have it because of me? Will they think that they're ugly because they have vitiligo if they get it? Will they be bullied in school if they get it? And it's all of these like dark thoughts that you create in your own head purely just because something does not look the same in your body like everyone else. So I have stopped using the makeup now. I'm very proud that I don't have to hide. But I definitely still think every now and again about these things that I just mentioned, and it's very scary, but at the same time I know that I can't change it. This is who I am, and this is how I'm gonna look, or it might even, you know, expand even more. Yeah. If you have been following me for quite some time now, you will know that I'm in a relationship for a couple of years now, and I remember how hard it was to tell JD that I have vitiligo. I remember I sat him down and I just wanted to get it out of the way, kind of just to tell him, you know, that this is something that I have and I don't want to wear makeup around you, because I knew he was a very special person. And I just didn't want to lie to him about it, so I just sat him down. And you know, it's very hard to tell like to your close friends in the beginning, so imagine someone you just start dating and just to tell them. But he was very supportive, and I couldn't ask for a better boyfriend. He's been putting up with all my ups and downs, and I just feel very fortunate to have such a partner in my life who doesn't care about something like this, you know, because I'm sure a lot of guys would be like, oh, you know, this is like not beautiful, or it looks weird or odd, and to him it's something that makes me unique, and I really appreciate that. So I'm really sorry for having kept this away from you for so long. I just feel like there's this huge shift of patterns and energy going on in the world right now, and I feel like we're getting rid of all the fake like values and morals and like this kind of lies, you know what I mean? And I don't want to like say this as an excuse, but I definitely feel like there's a huge change going on in the world, so I felt like this was the perfect time to tell you guys this story. And I don't want to like have a picture perfect life. I don't want to have to hide my hands and to edit my photos or to wear makeup, and I want my story to have meaning and to hopefully be able to inspire somebody to feel happy about their imperfect selves as well. Just let me know if you have any questions about vitiligo. I will be very happy to talk to you guys in the comments down below. Also, please do share if you know anyone who has vitiligo, or if you may have vitiligo, please share with me, when did it start, how did you feel, and how are you dealing with it right now. And to end this video, I wanted to mention something very quickly. So if you follow me on Instagram, you will know that I've worked with the very talented photographer Yanko a couple of times, and we shot this video at the beginning, I think, of 2020 before I was traveling, and it is a very special video. It is just 1 minute, but I'm gonna add this at the end of the vlog, and it's basically just summary of what I've just told you, but I felt like I really needed to do this for myself to kind of close this chapter of not accepting myself. I want to accept myself the way I am, and I really do hope that you guys will understand why I did not share the story for so long, why I was insecure about it. I hope that you are able to feel confident in your own skin, that you don't feel embarrassed, and that you just love yourself the way you are. So thank you so much for watching, and yeah, enjoy the video. I've had vitiligo for about 4 years now, and all this time I've been covering my hands with makeup. I've been editing pictures because I was too scared to lose my job, too scared that you will notice and ask about it. But living in fear is not normal, and I finally decided to open my heart. I often see people staring at my hands with that concerning look, as if they think they can get it from me like it's a virus, and it really hurts me. Vitiligo is an autoimmune disease where the immune system attacks the skin and targets the cells that create the pigment in your skin. It's not contagious or life-threatening, but it's devastating because this disease is progressive and ever-changing, and there is no cure for it. I'm tired of lying, but hiding the truth just felt so normal. I wish I had the courage to be honest with you a lot earlier, but I was afraid, and I'm sorry.